What if I told you that the T14 law school rankings are fundamentally flawed? They're built on outdated metrics, they prioritize the wrong things, and they could actually lead you to make a decision that hurts your career instead of helping it. Because here's the truth. The T14 rankings don't measure what actually matters for your long-term success as a lawyer. Today, I'm going to expose the flaws in the system, show you why these rankings are misleading, and give you the step-by-step framework to choose the law school that's perfect for you. First, for those who don't know me, my name is Steve Schwartz, and since 2005, I've helped thousands of students crush the LSAT and get into top law schools without taking on life-ruining debt. Now, over the years, I've noticed something troubling. Students obsess over the T14 rankings without understanding what they actually mean. People take on $200,000 or more in debt just for a prestigious name, only to realize later that it wasn't the right fit for their career. Others turn down full scholarships at great schools because they think a lower rank means a worse future when the opposite is often true. But today, I'm here to set the record straight. Now, here's what law school rankings measure. First, LSAT and GPA medians, which tells you who gets in, not who actually succeeds. They tell you employment rates at graduation, which are often inflated by school-funded temp jobs that make their numbers look better. They consider per capita spending, which means the more money a school spends, the higher it ranks, even if that spending does nothing for students. Now, here's what the rankings don't measure. First, long-term career success, like what happens 5, 10, 20 years down the line. They don't adequately measure your return on investment, which is how much debt you take on versus what you actually earn over the course of your career. And they don't consider alumni support and connections, which matter way more than a ranking once you're in the field. Now, where you go to law school matters far less than what you do while you're there. Now, here's why. For example, consider big law versus public interest. The rankings favor big law placement, but if you want to work in government, the public interest, or startups, they don't tell you anything useful. Also, the regional power matters much more than the ranking alone. So if you want to practice, for example, in Texas, UT Austin may actually open more doors than a higher ranked school like Cornell does. It's also worth considering that specialized programs make a real difference. For example, a lower ranked school with a great program in IP law, health law, or environmental law could be a much better choice than a T14 that barely offers those opportunities. The bottom line here is that rankings don't tell you the whole story, and if you're blindly following them, you could be making a six-figure mistake. Now, if you want real leverage in the admissions process, your LSAT score is your biggest weapon. Even a 3 to 5 point increase can mean the difference between 0 scholarships versus a full ride, or going to a low-ranked school versus getting into your dream program. That's why at LSAT Unplugged, we offer personalized one-on-one LSAT coaching programs where we also build you a customized day-by-day study plan to help you boost your score fast. If you'd like to find out more about joining our programs on your journey to scoring a 170 plus, you could check out the links below to book a call with me and my team. We'd be glad to help you out. Now let's look at the actual numbers here. Many T14 grads take on 6 figures in debt, sometimes $200,000 in debt, and when you get to the middle of your career, a graduate from a strong regional school could often earn the same or more than T14 grads in the exact same market. And some lower ranked schools actually have higher bar passage rates than T14 schools, especially in their own states. Bottom line here, a high ranking school does not guarantee a better job, a higher salary, or greater long-term success. And so, if rankings aren't the answer, what should you focus on? Here's your step-by-step framework. First, define your career goals. Where do you want to practice law? What kind of law excites you? And do you want to work in big law, government, public interest, or open your own practice? You also want to prioritize the ROI. Consider the total cost of attendance, including scholarships and the cost of living. A full ride at a regional school will often beat 6 figures of debt at a T14 school. Also, look at the alumni networks. Think about who hires from this school, and do alumni help each other land jobs? Also, look at your opportunities to get real-world experience, because clinics, externships, and internships matter way more than the ranking. Now, if you're still debating your law school strategy, trying to get into the best schools for you, get the most scholarship money as you can, the best thing you can do right now is to increase your LSAT score and open up better offers. I've put together a free, easy LSAT cheat sheet to help you jump from a 160 to a 170 plus in just a couple of weeks by tweaking your study plan and your test taking strategy. If you'd like to find out more, you can grab your copy below. It's 100% free. Now remember, the T14 rankings are not a golden ticket. They could actually be a distraction. So instead of chasing the rankings, focus on your career goals, your finances, and the real opportunities each school offers. And if you'd like my help on your journey to getting the best LSAT score possible, you could check out the links below to book a call with me and my team. We'd be glad to help you out. And in the meantime, I wish you all the best and take care.